Hi, Malky, part 7 of Let's Play Dead Space 3. Quick little apology, guys. I screwed up when recording this episode, and I failed to hit the record button for the webcam, so now you gotta watch me do commentary for this whole bit instead of actually playing. So let's continue on. Last left off on here. I got to that one room to deactivate the machine. Well, as you can see, I kind of just was going like, I guess I have to stop it. And then I figured out, you know, I had to pull out the stupid gravity things. And then I failed to get them all out in time. But look at that, I fixed the problem right there. This guy. This guy. See, I'm still confused. I think he's dead, but at the same time I don't. It's really hard to tell. I think it's just recordings, because, you know, 200 years.
It's not the dying that scares me. It's not making a difference before I do. You should be able to make it to the top of the conning tower now, I think. If Edwards is around, that's where you'll find him. And his stash. Right.
I like Buckle. Honestly, I do. He's kind of cool. He's got that wise old man, like, talk about him. And I heard... I'm hearing another thing from a scavenger bot. Oh, it just... I played this and I still got scared. And he won't get off me. He won't get off me. Ah, stop that. Stabby stab. Stabby stab. And then, yeah, just it got even more worse because, you know... I started regretting the scope pretty bad on this gun. Stupid dog baby thing. Alright, and then, yeah, I climbed down the, you know, kind of the ladder, and then I got jumped again, because, you know, these guys are jerks. And then I was like, what the heck? It didn't even cut him at all. I'm sorry, this is very bad commentary. Ooh, a bench. And my scavenger bot returned. Yeah, I just play this and I still can't even remember much about it. Yay, all the stuff. I think I was seeing about, yeah, upgrading with circuits, and then, you know, then I figured I want to take out the scope, I think. Or I was checking out the stuff, at least. But yeah, I decided to ditch the scope, I believe. Yep. And I threw in an ammo sweeper. That actually comes very handy, if I remember right. And then I just figured to add on that circuit for the sheer, you know, what the hellness, and bought up another slot for that, but it was out of stuff, so basically just had to set it up and move on. And since there was a spot back there, I decided to head back and, you know, deploy my little buddy. So I was curious, what does the computer even do, but oh well, I had to move on. I had to get to this stash that I was so excited for. Climb the ladder, climb the ladder, climb the ladder. Haha, the floor has been deactivated. I got through your trap. I could have swore I hit the button, like, and then I realized, oh wait, I had to barely go up levels. And then I checked my inventory and whatnot. And I was like, ooh, free stuff. Aha, another box. Back to the elevator. Going up. And I made it to the floor. And this is where I was... And then this is where, yes, I confirmed it. He was dead the whole time.
Congratulations. You found me. Kinda stupid, ain't it? I just wanted to live, and now that I'm the only one left, I couldn't give a shit. I'm alone, I realize it's just like Sam said. I'm a lazy prick who never takes it. Well, team, you can hear me now. This one's for you.
And then I was kind of curious. I couldn't find a bullet hole. I mean... Yeah, there's like no bullet hole at all anywhere on him. And it was like, ooh, another box. So I think after my, exploring, I decided to go up the elevator and go hit the stash. So the whole time I'm on the edge of my seat because I know those bombs on the vent only mean one thing. And look at all that stuff. Ooh. Alright, and time for the fun.
Now why we couldn't be allowed to live. So if you found this and you're still alive, I guess I can finally do my part. Computer, blow all remaining charges.
And then I was like, oh, you were the biggest dick in the world. And then I didn't know where anything was, and then they finally popped out, and I just was not gonna have it. Haha, shut off your arms. And holy crap, that guy got a pretty speedy. I gotta admit though, the music's pretty good. Not, I don't really listen to that much country, but pretty decent fight music. The little bugger refused to come down. And then I tried shooting through the bars, and, well, it sort of worked and actually killed it. Then I was like, alright, I'm just gonna go up and get the thing. After I stomped it a few times, once, to give it a good measure. Don't trust any corpses in this game, people. Still good music. And unfortunately, I realized the music's still playing, that means there's gonna be more enemies. And then I kind of got scared because I thought he was going to come down from there. Wait, wasn't that the guy, I could hear, but I couldn't see the whole time? Because he refused to come out? I can't remember. I think it might have been, yeah. And then, yeah, he honestly didn't even completely scare me at all. Now, the guy who never came out, he scared me for a while. Just, hearing him roar all the time, but he never came out. Just, yeah. I don't know if it was if he got stuck or something, but it got old. That was a... Well, at least I can say, I was actually feeling pretty good through this one, Not that much troubles. I was mostly just trying to avoid the ones behind me at the time. Knock him down just long enough for me to reload. Actually worked out pretty well. I hated this room with a vengeance. I figured after I cut off that, I could use the explosive as a weapon. It actually worked out, sorta. I ended up hurting myself. I hate when the babies run the walls. Or the... whatever you want to call them. 'Cause it made it really... Actually, they might be rats. Nah, I'm gonna call them dogs. I'm gonna stick with dogs. Oh, since I already cleared the room, it didn't really matter anyway. I had to keep moving on. And I checked behind there one last time to be sure there was nothing. Before heading down to the elevator. And that was it for the side mission.
Well, was it worth a look?
Oh yeah, it was.
Tucker had a nice pile of salvage.
Good.
I'm headed to the aft section now to check out that shuttle. Hopefully it's not a piece of shit.
Seriously, I do enjoy Buckle. I do. And then I moved on into this place I was actually supposed to be heading to. Something in my throat. Look at that shuttle bay for the Terra Nova. I got a little worried there too, because I didn't think the door was going to open all the way. You know, but it did, obviously, so I'm fine. You know, again, apologizing for the bad commentary. I just did not like the feel of this area at all. But I went to go check in there real quick. And I didn't really find much, except I believe. I thought I was going to go in that room later on when I actually hit a bench, because I had no tungsten bar. So I was checking to see if there was a bench up ahead. Oh yeah, the regenerating guys. That's when I started getting really freaked out. Like, I didn't know he was a generating guy until I did that first. And then there was more than one. That's what really got me worried. Heh. And there's the shuttle.
And it's a piece of shit. No way I can pressurize the cabin.
We'll have to remote pilot it back to the repair bay on the Roanoke.
Yeah, right. Let me look around. If I can build a remote relay, I can plant it on the hull.
And, you know, collecting more stuff, you know, because, you know me, the hoarder. Then, you know, got on this thing, had a little bit trouble navigating it, because I didn't understand. Then I was like, ooh, a bench. But after I get to these lockers, might as well get more stuff. And I was like, oh, scavenger bot's back too. Might as well hit the bench. And then I realized, yeah, I'd have to collect the pieces. So I was like, okay, continue. I ended up getting a lot of stuff that time around. And then I think this is where I decided to build a different gun. Yeah, this was because I, you know, wanted to see what it was like if I built a shotgun. And honestly, I don't think I regret this decision at all, because this thing kicks total butt. And I added a hydraulic engine onto it. I didn't understand what the hydraulic engine was until I actually used it. And I added a stasis support, I believe. Because screw the scope. After I went back and forth between that and... I figured, you know, the stasis support... Or no, I built an ammo sweeper? Yeah, I think I built an ammo sweeper. Yep, there we go. And then I think I added another ammo sweeper maybe, or was it an ammo box? Yeah, I added the ammo box to it. And, you know, took whatever circuits I had and added onto it. I'm still a bit rusty when it comes to building weapons, but I'm getting better. I'll admit that. And I decided to replace the line gun, because, you know, I wanted to give this thing a whirl. And might as well buy up the two of those, because, you know, I'm gonna need those. And since I had so many med packs, I decided to sell off all those, a couple of the small ones. And now it was time to... And then for some reason I decided to go back because I was like, huh, like, how do I build it again? Like, I thought it was telling me I had to go back in the machine and buy the pieces, but I couldn't, so I'm like, huh, maybe I should take a look around first. So, you know, after, like, some small exploring, I was like, oh, let's go back to the other side. And then I went to the center there, and I'm like, wait, that's not where I wanted to go, but hey, let's open this up real quick. I'm like, so apparently that does almost nothing. And I saw, wait, it said something. So I have to go back and see what it says. And I'm like, oh, it wants me to put the control there, but I don't have the control for it yet. So that means it's not going to do anything. So let's go back up. You know, that was a big time waster there. And then I went down the elevator. And then I noticed the first piece. And then this is where things started getting very interesting. But the biggest thing I started noticing was, after that initial fight there, I realized just how much this thing had a kick, and I'm like, huh, this has a lot more power than I thought it would. And I noticed that guy over there. And then that's when I figured out, oh, it's a melee attack. And it was mostly, oh god, oh wait, that was pretty powerful. Then I was gonna just see if I can kill him. And then it was another oh god moment. But I was really noticing how powerful the shotgun was, honestly. And then I found another piece by accident. Then I figured I'd give it a shot. And then that guy was just doing some aerobatic crap there. But I was kind of determined on making that guy explode. So I just shot him, and then it kind of started working out. But since I collected all the pieces, I believe I decided to go back up and move across to the other side. And then this is where I remarked on how slow elevators are. And that's where I kind of freaked out. I was like, nope, 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 nope. And then again, I remarked how awesome the shotgun was. I also remarked just how weird that noise is every time. It sounds like a weird necromorph purr. I apologize. That was very terrible. I was prepared. I was ready. I wasn't having any of their crap. Ha, watch that guy fly. And I was like, oh, final piece. And ammo. And boxes. All the boxes. Then check up here, because it's always good to loot and check bodies. Couldn't get through any doors. Started hearing more of those guys. Went up in the elevator, though. So I was ready. I was prepared. Didn't see anything, so I figured they must be down there somewhere, but they weren't going to stop me from doing what I was trying to do. But it did help me get to a better shot, even though he ran off like a little girl. I forgot I had to actually build the remote, too. Smart of me. But I was going to build it and I'm like, wait, there's still one more out there. You gotta be safe. And again, just look how awesome the shotgun is. Seriously. I kept hearing the other one, but I assumed he was stuck, so I kind of was, like, looking down. And I was like, oh, there you are. And then I murdered it. And I was having trouble looting it, so I think I just gave up. I figured I had enough loot at the time, so it didn't matter. It really didn't matter. And then, yeah, I constructed the remote. I know, it was so action-packed on how, and, you know, climactic on that. And then I went to go install it. It really is a pretty crappy-looking shuttle, but, you know, it's our shuttle.
See the shuttle readout. Okay, hang on. I'm going to try and start her up.
And then this is where I think everything started going bad.
No good. It's out of fuel.
Oh, wait, there should be a refueling station on the upper floor. Here, I'm sending you the coordinates.
I don't...
I'll head up and refuel the shuttle. We can try restarting it after that.
And that's when I realized, oh wait, yeah. There's some doors that weren't opening, but they probably open now. So, time to go and check those out. And this is where I had to cut it. So thanks for watching. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, comment, and whatnot. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Catch you on the flip side.